Hello and welcome to another episode of my podcast, The Pocket Stylist. I'm Lisa Talbot, and today I wanted to touch on a topic that is so important, and there's a lot of it around. So I know lots of ladies talk about it, and I've talked about it in consultations recently. We are covering the topic about linen. So you might have just gone, oh no, linen, or you might have gone, oh yes, linen. So I wanted to give you today 5 tips for wearing linen, the good, the bad, and why it is worth it. So I'm going to start right at the beginning because linen is definitely one of those fabrics, isn't it, that sparks really strong opinions. You either love it or you avoid it for that one reason: it creases. And I'll let you into a little secret. I am that lady. I am that lady that looks at the linen that is in the stores at the moment, and it's in an abundance at the moment, no matter where you're shopping. And I look at it and think, oh, it's lovely. But if I sat on a train from Maidenhead to London, by the time I get there, it's going to be creased. And for me, being very neat and tidy in my look and my appearance, I struggle with that. So that's just me personally. But what I wanted to say to you is, when it's styled right, linen can become this really chic, breathable staple that you have in your wardrobe, and it will work hard for you all summer long. So let me get deeper into this podcast now. Let's explore the good, the bad, and how to wear it well. So you hopefully might have found a few different kind of thought patterns to it as we get to the end of the podcast. So the first point that I wanted to chat to you about was, sadly, and we have to go with it really, we have to embrace the crease. Embrace it as it's a feature, not a flaw. So it is prone to creasing, linen, and you know what? That's okay. But the texture really is part of its effortless charm. If you're someone who loves that crisp structured look, then linen it might actually feel really rebellious at first because you're kind of breaking that mold of what you like, being neat and tidy. You might be thinking, oh no, it just feels wrong. But actually consider it the French women's secret to looking relaxed and elegant. Because if you think about it, the French always look that Parisian chic, but they wear a huge amount of linen. So when you're sitting there thinking, oh, it creases and it's not structured, have a think about its feature. Think of it that the creasing is its feature, not its flaw. And also think of the Parisian lady. So here's my tip for you. Choose a higher quality linen or a linen blend, and it softens the creases and it looks more intentionally relaxed as a look rather than just unkempt. So we always say that actually, if you're going to invest in linen, invest in it a little bit more financially, because a stronger, denser linen won't crease as much, and you'll see it. I don't know about anyone else, do you do the crease test? When you walk into, I don't know, it could be Next at the moment, it could be And Other Stories, it could be Prada, anywhere, you do the crease test and you go, oh, is this going to crease? But you can do it, but you'll find that a higher quality linen will not crease as much. Okay, so that's my tip for you. The other thing to think about is know the linen composition, because all linen is different. So not all linen actually is created equally. So 100% of linen will give you that classic breathable feel and that almost kind of a rough texture, while linen blends can be softer, they're less crease prone, and they drape more elegantly. Linen is great if you feel the heat because it breathes. It's a natural fabric. So what you can do, you can have a think about linen as a total, so that 100% composition, but think of it as a blend as well. So there's a lot of this around, the linen blends. Jigsaw always do great linen blend t-shirts. I have to work my way around. Next, the other day when I was in there, they had the most gorgeous trousers, which were a 100% linen. But then Whistles had some really nice linen blends. So the linen blends, I think, are a bit of a game changer. Because if you love that look of linen, but you want something a little bit more forgiving, having a linen blend, it will definitely be up your street. So here's some of the ones that I know that they blend with. So linen and cotton. So that retains a natural feel, but it will give you a little bit more structure. Great for shirts, great for dresses that need a little bit more shape. Then you've got linen and viscose or rayon as well. It's soft and drapey. It has a silky feel. This composition is great for wide leg trousers, relaxed shirts, or even those floaty dresses. So have a think about that. You can also have linen and tencel. Now, tencel I love because it has that gorgeous, super soft, and a lot of the premium branded jeans carry tencel. So it's an eco-friendly, it's incredibly soft, it has beautiful fluidity, and it has less wrinkling. So you might find that you like that tencel fabric blended within the linen. There's also the blend at the moment of linen and elastane. So a small amount of stretch will make all the difference for you. It will give it a slightly more fitted, comfortable look, but it still holds its shape. So think blazers, think dresses, and think great for trousers. The bonus is that the blends are actually easier to care for too. So we all know that works brilliantly. And because they tend to crease less, you won't be thinking, oh, I've got to iron it, I've got to steam it. So they are great for workwear and great for travel because you know that you can fold them up and you know they will look the same. But if you like that 100% look, absolutely. But if you kind of like me who think, oh no, it's going to crease, the linen blends work really well because it gives you that linen feel, but it will not give you that kind of completely creased look. So think about some of the blends I've just spoken about. Linen as well is really interesting. If you think about it, all comes in different colours. So this season, I have never ever seen so much linen. Whether it's in Abercrombie, whether it's in Uniqlo, it was in Massimo Dutti the other day. We seem this season to have loads of linen. You know, Hobbs, Barber, Mint Velvet, French Connection. They've all got it. So the thing is about linen, it loves those whole kind of what I would call the base neutral tones and the sun wash tones. So think whites, beiges, khakis, rusts, and all those muted blues. There's an awful lot of that really lovely baby blue out there because blue is one of those kind of colours that is really prominent this season. And pink, you're going to see that in linen. The colours actually, these shades, they enhance that relaxed vibe because if you think about the khakis, the beiges, it's kind of that real relaxed, easy going. And it really suits how linen kind of gives you, you know, that textured look. You can look at linen, can't you? And you can almost see the fibres. You can see how it's made up. So when it's a lighter fabric, you can see it more. But saying that again, I saw lots of linen blazers over my travels last week in London. There are some beautiful blazers in linen. Some are a little bit denser, some have got more lining, but definitely have a think about how you can incorporate this into your workwear for sure. But think about the colours that you wear and how maybe you could do it. If you want a bolder colour this season, go for those jewel tones or kind of those earthy brights. So at the moment, there's this lovely, rich rust colour that's out there. Think of that colour. There is the cobalt blue. I've seen those in the linen. And if you think about it, a lot of those, it will give you that less fading as well, because linen does have a tendency to fade as well. So you've kind of gone with a lighter, more neutral tone. It won't fade as much. But again, think of the composition, think about, you know, where it was made, all that type of thing, because it will really, really help you choose the colours and also the look that you're going to get. What I love about linen is it can layer beautifully. It layers lightly and it layers incredibly cleverly. So because they can be quite see-through, especially in a lighter colour, it doesn't mean you can't wear it. It doesn't mean, oh my goodness, I'm going to avoid it. What it means is that you could layer it, but you can be quite strategic about how you layer it. So if you think about it, if you've got a lighter linen and it is see-through, think about what you could put on underneath it. You could go for, the lovely nude tone underwear. And we all know that a great nude bra and knickers are great because they go under everything. You could always think, actually, I really like that linen shirt, but I don't want to do it up. Then think about maybe a lightweight cami underneath it, or a lightweight vest, something that you like, and leave the shirt open. That could be an option for you. I have to say, I think some of the really lightweight linen shirts this season are going to be great as throwovers over a swimsuit as well. When you want to go up and have some lunch, or you're walking up from the beach or something like that, you can just throw on a light linen shirt over your swimsuit. I think will look great as well. So I like the fact that some of these dresses this season are linen, and you could also, but if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, but Lisa, it's still really see-through, maybe put like a slip dress underneath it as well. Obviously, it's weather dependent and wherever you are, but think about how you could put something underneath that linen dress. You could just go for, rather than thinking, oh, I need a little bit more covering, put like a slip dress underneath it. That could look really nice. It's super comfort, and it will give you not that worry of when you get into the sunlight, you're going to be able to see right through it. So have a think about that. Also another thing about linen is make it work for you. I talk about this a lot, don't I? Your personality, your style, your shape for what you do. So I would say make linen work for your shape. There is a lot of linen out this season that is a little bit shapeless. But there's also some that is a little bit more structured. So you tend to find linen is often cut in that looser silhouette. It can look amazing. It can look fantastic, but it has to be balanced correctly. Otherwise, because of its fabric, it can tend to look a little bit like a tent. So think about, if you're petite or you're curvy, opt for those tailored linen pieces. You could go this season with a belted blazer. You could cinch in a dress with a belt through the waist. There's some gorgeous belts out there this season, whether they're that Western style. There's some really nice little chain belts that I've seen to add a little bit more texture. So you could cinch the waist in, or if you have a linen shirt, if you like tucking, tuck it in to the high-waisted trouser maybe. If you're not so keen on the tuck, full round, do a French tuck. You could, on a linen shirt, roll the sleeves to show off a bit of your wrist, so you've got something a little bit different. So have a think about how you can wear it and what's it going to look like on. So one of my style tips would be add your structure as well with accessories. So the belt, a really nice structured bag, because those accessories will give you such a polished look, and it will help define your shape, which is absolutely perfect. So let me leave you with this, my final thoughts, because obviously at the beginning I said to you, I'm not a great lover of linen, which I'm not, because it creases, because I love things that are all neat. Even, I don't know about anyone else, if you wear a shirt, I've got a cotton shirt on now, if you're watching on YouTube, but if you're listening, you can now know I've got a cotton shirt on. And I know that if I wore this cotton shirt driving, I'd be panicking thinking my seatbelt is going to crease it by the time I get to my destination. So it probably wouldn't be something that I would wear going on a longer journey, or potentially sometimes under a coat, because I know how this creases. But I love this shirt. So there's always a way that you can bring things into your wardrobe and how you can wear them. So here's one of my thoughts. Why do I believe linen belongs in your wardrobe? Okay. So linen is sustainable, it's breathable, and it is timeless. Those are three massive things. It does crease. We know it creases, but it will also keep you cool. It looks effortlessly stylish, and it ages beautifully with every wear. So whether you're dressing, if you think about it, for a summer lunch, or you're going on a weekend getaway. Linen will add that quiet luxury touch that says you know how to dress well, because you've bought it in from, into your wardrobe, because again, it's modern, it's fun this season. There's so much of it. Honestly, I'm thinking, even out loud, I'm thinking, I've seen pinstripe shirts. I've seen these gorgeous trousers that have got, I mean, the ones in Next had like floral and fruit on them. They were absolutely fun and fantastic. There's some really lovely linen blend t-shirts. So have a think about how you can wear it. And we know it creases. We know it creases. So let's embrace the crease. And I will if you will. Because honestly, even I've looked around last week. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so nice. Oh, look at those lovely, they call it a soft pink. And it almost is a raspberry tone. But a nude pink, they've called it nude pink, and it is like a raspberry tone, but it's very soft. They had a dress there. I can't remember where it was. I'm trying to work my way around where I was. It might even have been in Mango. And I looked at it and thought, oh my gosh, that's stunning. But immediately I go, oh, it's linen. But I think I'm going to do what I've just been telling you. I'm going to look at the composition. I'm going to see where I could wear it. Will it suit me? How will it fit me? Or if I really decide, no, that's not for me, linen is not for me, I'm going to go for the compositions. And I've given you some of those as well. So I hope this let me start again. I hope this podcast has helped you today. I hope it's given you some hints and tips. Let me know how you get on with linen. I am off now to prepare for the Midlife Star Retreat because it is tomorrow. Can you actually believe it's May? I can't believe we're in May and the Midlife Star Retreat has come round that fast. So thank you to everybody for listening. I am going to go and get all the goodie bags ready for the Star Retreat. I hope this has helped, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.